Kingsman Media Group.
Up and say, you know what, everything's going to be good. I got you. Even though we had to go through a lot of financial issues, at the end of the day, what matters is us and this bond. So, in the reality show, you're going to see some of the struggles that we faced when he was not where he wanted to be, and you're going to see some vulnerability. But at the end of the day, we got through that.
Laid off, and we went through that stress and that pain, and we really revisit that. So I get emotional at times talking about it. I still do to this day. But as she said, roles were reversed, and I was home, putting kids to bed, waking them up in the morning, lunch, homework, doing those things. And it's showing that, as men, as black men, we're fathers to our children, and we care and we do everything we can to support our children. And that's what our story is about, really. It's about how we support our family no matter what.
Obviously, so the 48-hour rule, that's part of, what keeps our thing going. But really, aside from that, I will say, when we argue, we all argue, right? We as married couples, we all argue at times. But I think for us, it's actually listening to that other person. So you can communicate and talk all you want. But when you actually listen to that person, and you listen to that person, they tell you, hey, this is what's bothering me. And if it's in one ear and out the other, and you don't do anything about it, your relationship at some point will not last. But if you actually are an active listener and say, all right, let me figure out, what can I do? If he doesn't like this, how can I change myself? How can I make it work? To me, that's really important.
At 5 years, you're comfortable enough to say, fuck you. But the other person's comfortable enough to say, fuck you too, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And either you kind of work that out or you go your separate ways. And we were having big differences, and it wasn't nothing major, it's just we weren't on the same page.
For a long time.
Yeah, and we worked through that and communicated and talked to each other, and ever since then, we haven't really had major issues,
Viewers to take away from this when we watch.
I want viewers to see the realness, the commitment that it takes, and the fruit of the labor of love. So Clinton and I were a blended family. We've given love a second chance. We were both married before. Jointly we have 4 kids, and it's awesome the way our daughters love and take care of one another. You can't tell them that they're not real sisters. And I think in our families, the people who will tune in will see a lot of what they're dealing with us. A lot of people have a child outside of their marriage, or 1 or 2. And so I think Clinton and I do a really good job of forging Team Douglas, and it's real solid. So
I know for us, we want to project to our viewers that, there's life after whatever issues you have. Like she said before, we both come from divorces, and we found each other, and there's life after that. We want to also display, the challenges of marriages, as well as, the triumphs. You know what I mean? A lot of people kind of, feel that, if you're on a reality show, you're doomed. Your marriage is going to be doomed. She and I talked a lot about this, journey that we're about to take, and we felt that our bond was strong enough, and we wanted to put that out there and let people see that. Because I don't think we're going through anything that
Kingsman Media Group.